To be somebody manager, you almost got to be like selfless. It's all about the person that you manage.
DIY.
The rapper Fabulous, who is being interviewed on the Expeditiously podcast by T.I. Fabulous talks about how managers of artists, and I would apply this also to producers, dedicate their entire life to an artist that can leave them at any time.
It's like you should be celebrated because you didn't abandon your people.
They so used to everybody just switching up. That happens in the game. I was just telling Emily in the car, people being people managers, right? To be somebody manager, you almost got to be like selfless. It's all about the person that you manage. You devote your life to building up this artist, taking care of their needs, making sure that all of their things are handled. And then there's a point where an artist can be like, I need something different. I want a bigger manager. And there's really nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying?
Managing people is like really just managing personality.
Well, if you're a manager, period, make sure your paperwork is right. Because artists, at any time, if they feel any situation might be better for them,
it's always your fault.
As an artist, I've never shifted anybody in that kind of situation, but any opportunity that is better for your career, of course you look at it.
Fabulous is talking about the unfair advantage that artists have. When they come into the game, a lot of folks hire friends. A lot of folks hire the first person that believes in them and believes in their craft and knows that they can be a huge deal. They hire them on as their manager. Many times this manager takes on a whole lot of responsibilities that are outside what you would expect the duties to be. Not only are they managing the business, are managing relationships for that artist, not only are they a mouthpiece for that artist, that sometimes you don't want them conducting business for themselves because they can F something up, they are also supporting them in their personal life. Sometimes these artists tell stories about living with their manager. And you hear so many producers and artists talk about the necessity, like, I need a manager. I just need somebody who believes in what I have going on. When the truth of the matter is, you don't need a manager until you have business to manage. If you're looking for somebody that's going to believe in you and support you and network with you, you're looking for a friend. You're looking for a partner of some kind. And although managers can be seen as partners, when you think about the percentage of them getting 10, 15, sometimes I've seen even 20%, it's not always justified when you think about the amount of work that they put in and the likelihood that someone will break away from them. I wasn't aware of this, right? I remember I had a manager. He was doing awesome business. He was killing it left and right. The best manager I ever had. Shout out to Sal. We got involved with an opportunity that involved a label. The guy told me straight up, I don't really conduct business with artist managers because they don't last long. He said, in 2 or 3 years, you won't even need them. It was something I was like, why would you say that? Especially if I'm currently conducting business. This is the bridge to doing business with me. Why would you say something like that? Then I started asking around and I started to notice that industry-wide that people were used to this. People were used to abandoning the people that they came up with for bigger opportunities. Sometimes for opportunities that they got through the manager. The manager brings a big company, a label that wants to do business with the artist. They see that there's an opportunity for them to make more money with this artist. If there's no middleman, they start sending other people in the direction of the artist that can replace that manager. Matter of fact, they'll start sending people who are like, this person managed so-and-so and this person, and they could also manage you if you want to have a big career. You can only go so far with the manager that you came up with. When I saw that that was a general thing, I was even more so encouraged inside of me to make sure that I stuck with the manager that I had. I understand business is business. And I hear that term all the time. But when you have people that are bending over backwards for something that there's no guarantees on, they're placing their time, they're placing a lot of times their money, time away from their family to go run these deals for you or run these plays for you. It's an unfair situation when you're able just to use people, and people do it all the time. This is not uncommon. And then when they say your services are no longer needed, you don't really have too much leverage in the conversation. Unless, as Fabulous implied, you got your paperwork right. When you find some traction in your career and you're doing it with the team that you already have, yes, it's difficult doing so many things ourselves as DIYers, as independents, and our team has to wear multiple hats. Folks don't get to just do one thing. And I know we would love to be able to let some of these responsibilities fly off of our plate. But when you got momentum, sometimes that is the most powerful place that you'll be in, because once you start relinquishing the rights to your stuff, once you start giving someone else the driver's seat to run plays for you, your say in the matter doesn't matter nearly as much as it once did. And even worse, the person that came up and I was going to bat for you, they're saying the matter doesn't matter nearly as much.
To be somebody manager, you almost got to be like selfless. It's all about the person that you manage. You devote your life to building up this artist, taking care of their needs, making sure that all of their things are handled. And then there's a point where an artist can be like, I need something different. I want to.
See, and this is a reason why I get requests all the time. Hey, Curtis, you should be an artist manager. Kiss my ass. Hey, Curtis, man, you want to manage me? No. I ain't gonna be your manager. I'm already the emotional creature of an artist. The hell I want to deal with your emotions for? And I'm actively still in this. And the hell I want to manage you? I know how difficult I was. How much of a micromanager artists and creatives are. Because it's my baby. It's my craft. I don't want anybody to do it. It's my baby. Okay, then manage it your damn self. Is what somebody should have told a younger Curtis. A lot of times, artists and producers don't want managers. They want somebody to do the footwork for them that they can still control. That is a problem. That is a reason why I refuse. I don't care how much money you finna make. I don't care how big you gonna be. I am never going to sit here and be a manager for someone who can say, man, bro, we've been going crazy the last 5 years, bro. I just want to say I appreciate you so much. But listen here. So Interscope came to me and they started talking numbers with me, right? And they was letting me know, man, hey, and it's a bigger bag for your boy. Not for you, but for your boy. And although I appreciate all the shit you did for me, Birdman hand rub, I gotta go get this bag. You feel me? Because, like, I've been grinding a long time. I know you have too. But you should get more opportunities because you discovered me. If we gonna call out the labels, we gotta call out the bullshit that we have as artists as well. And as producers, because producers do it too. I've seen it done many of times when the same manager is able to find you placements, when they're not able to give you the same results, even though there's factors outside of their control for why people do or don't use your particular production. It's unfair because you get to just move on with the rest of your life and your name doesn't get tarnished by you letting go of managers. I have so much empathy for the managers, especially when you have a great manager. When you have a bad manager, you feel a certain type of way. I've had before a very excellent manager. And the reason that we ended up going separate ways had nothing to do with me wanting to elevate in the industry and find somebody else. It was because I said, I believe that my true calling and purpose is not within the industry. It is within this YouTube space. It is within this independent space. It is within content creation. I feel like I'm going to create a universe that doesn't make quite a whole lot of sense in 2015, 16, but I really feel strongly about where it's going to go. And to this day, I talk to him and he'll tell me like, man, all I can think about is what you would have been. And I'm like, I'm telling you, now even more so than ever, I look at every day that I am doing the work that I'm doing and I recognize how ahead of the curve that I was. And I recognize that so much of the ability to see into the future of this, so much of my professionalism was from my interaction with that manager. If it hadn't been for him, there's a lot of things that I don't think that I would have seen with the clarity that I see them with today. There'd be situations where we walk in the rooms and I'm like, yo, they think we stupid. These folks think we're really stupid. And he's like, that's the environment, but you got to make sure you stay on your P's and Q's. Now with the knowledge that I have in transferring it over here, I recognize that I had to go through that so I can do the things that I am doing today. Treat them with the respect they deserve because they are fronting an enormous amount of risk to make your ass look good. DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.